Hey guys, it's Maymay, and I'm so excited about this little project. I don't think this will be a very long project, but it'll be one you'll want to do. So this is the other color of our Graphic 45 ATC Tag Pocket Album, and I think it is so cute. And look, we got this paper in this week, Autumn Greetings Photo Play. We're going to make a gratitude bullet journal or jot journal. You'll see what I'm talking about. So let's get started. All right, so I'm going to move the paper out of the way. We'll come back to it later. Okay, so in this little book here, okay, are these little pages like this. They're not the pockets, they're the single pages. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them, okay? So that means we need 2 pieces because I want to mat the front and the back. So I need 16 pieces. And here's how I'm going to make them, okay? I'm using this stamp set called Happy Snail Mail. Happy Snail Mail. And I'm going to be using this piece here to make my little journaling spots. So let me show you that. Okay, so in this little book, these little free pages, I call them free pages because they're not pockets and they're not like a holder of any kind. They're just pages. There are 8 of them, okay? So I want to cut 16 pieces so I can mount front and back. And I prepped some ahead of time, and I'm glad I did because I made a mistake, and I'm going to show you the mistake so you don't make it. I'm going to roll with mine, but I'm going to show you the mistake. Okay, so you're going to need 16 pieces that are 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, and all the measurements will be in the description below. And I'm going to be using this stamp set, Happy Snail Mail, and the little heart bullets right here. I think they're so cute. I think they'll work perfect. So here's what I did. I put my little piece in the corner down here, okay, lined it up. I'm going to take my magnet and put it down here. Then with my stamp, I placed it on the page, and I lined it up at the 5-inch mark on my MiSTI right here, okay? So I'm going to use the little ruler on the side to help me. So the little heart is lined up, centered on the 5-inch or at the top of the 5-inch. It doesn't matter. We just need a starting point, okay? So now I'm going to pick that up with the MiSTI. Now you could measure this out if you didn't have a MiSTI. Just lay it down, measure halfway down, start at that 5-inch point and just work your way. But here's what we're going to do. Okay, we're going to stamp it. So VersaFine Onyx Black ink is what I'm going to be using today. And this seems like a pretty big project, but honestly, yesterday I was updating my computer and it said, 6 minutes left. And I did this while I was waiting on that. So it really didn't take that long. All right, so there is stamp number 1. Now, what I would do with your pages is do 1, take it out, put in the next one for all 16, okay? And then I would stamp this one next before you move on to the next measure. Whoops, sorry about that. So I'm going to get my ink this up again, send it over. And now we've got 2 started. So I would do that for all of them, okay? Once you do the first one, you want to move this. And what you're going to do is you're going to work in this top corner right here of your page, the top right corner, and you're going to move it to the 4 7/8 inch mark. So I'm going to move it right up there to 4 7/8, put my magnet up here, okay, ink up my stamp, and send it on over. Just like this. And I've done the measurement for you so it'll line up. See that? Now you want to do that on all 16. So go ahead. This is not where I made my mistake. So just do this and I'll tell you where the mistake is in a second. So keep going. Just like this. And so again, all 16. Now what you want to do once you've done all 16 is move this one more time. And this time we're going to move it to the 2-inch mark. So we're going right up there. We're going to put that the right corner on the 2-inch mark. We're going to magnet it into place. And we're going to stamp. And you're going to do that same motion with all 16. There's that one. So see, it makes these little journal pages and it's perfect and it's super easy. And it does not take very long. Especially here I'm just doing 2, so it looks like I'm doing a lot of movement. But when you're doing 16 at a time, you kind of stay on one process longer than this and it's not as bad. It goes pretty quick. All right, there we go. So let me show you where I made my mistake. So I was going to be cute and I want these to kind of look like notebook paper. So I took out my corner punch and I went to my page and I punched one side and the other. And I thought, oh, that looks like a little notebook. What I didn't think about was these guys are going to sandwich on the page, okay? So I need to do 8 of them this way and I need to do 8 of them the other way. Let me show you. So I need to have them going like this. So when I sandwich them, they look like this. I did not do that. I punched all mine the very same way. What I'm going to do to fix mine is just round all corners and go with it. But if you want yours to look like little notebook pages and you want it to look like this on the front, you see, and you want it to look the same on the back, pay attention to that because I did not. So I'm going to run through now and I'm going to round all corners, which I can do stacking these up, just to clear up my mistake. I have got to clean up my corner punch, y'all. These things are falling out everywhere. All right, so let's do this one. So all of mine will be rounded. You can see what I did. See, learn from my mistakes. All right, let me round all these and we'll get back together. So these little pages are going to be what I jot on. Now, if you're familiar with a bullet journal, sometimes bullet journals are literally just one sentence on a bulleted line. But I want to do something my friend Brenda does, which is called Jot Journal. So instead of writing everything that happens in the day, whatever I'm grateful for, basically, or if you're on a vacation and you're doing an album, just write little funny quips about what happened, or maybe even just things that'll just remind you. I don't know if you guys were there, but if you were at our Made It Con in Tennessee, one of the things that was said that carried over forever was you can't sanitize a fish. It was a funny story. If I were jot journaling in an album about that event, I would totally write you can't sanitize a fish, and it would make me laugh every time. So that's what I mean by jot journal. Now, this being a gratitude journal, because that's what I want to use it for, is to be grateful for all the things God is doing for me and do this in a kind of fall October theme so I can use it for this next 2 months. Then I would just use each spot to either write out a blessing or sentences of blessings, if that makes sense. So I'm going to put these on all these little pages. And the reason I chose this little album to do this is because it's small enough to put into my backpack, to put into my purse. Yes, I have a backpack. I carry stuff back and forth. To put into my purse, to put into a carry bag, to leave out on my kitchen counter, to put with my Bible devotions. Like, it's easy to keep with me, and it'll be easy to write in, because see how flat it'll lay? It'll be so nice. So let me run through and cover all these pages. Now, the next thing we need to work on are the tags for inside of the pockets. These little albums come with, I think, 4 of these tags. I think you get 1 in each one. But for me, they're a little too small for what I want. I want them to be taller. Notice how when I put this inside here, I have all that space. I want to use that space. So one thing you do have to do is you do have to make these kind of skinny to fit inside of here. And the reason is the glue to hold these in is pretty deep. And also, this is an ATC album. So they're made for, like, is it 2.5 by 3.5? I'm pretty sure that's the size. So the size we're going to use is this. Let me measure this. So I did mine 4 by 2.5, and that's what I'm going to put in here. But I want to kind of dress them up a little bit. Let me get some punches. So the punch I want to use is this guy. I really think it's cute, and I haven't used it yet. And just to let you know, that dark circle is embossing. So it embosses kind of a faux reinforcement. So I'm going to put this little guy into the punch all the way in, and then press. Oh, I don't have it in. I was like, that didn't feel like it went in. So slide that all the way in, and then press that down. And look at this tag I get. Isn't it cute? Now you're thinking, but you cut all that space away. Let me show you. I saved myself that. So I still have the same writing space, but I loved how tall it went, and I think it'll look good in here in the pocket. See how it'll kind of put a little interest at the top of the page and kind of fill it up better? It's just what I wanted to do. You do you. Whatever you want to do with your tags, it's up to you. But I'm going to punch these guys. And I needed, let's see, 2, 4, 6. You need 8 of them. Now, these will all go into the pockets. I do think I'm going to round the corners because sometimes sliding in and out of those little pockets is a little tight. So I'm going to use my corner rounder, but I'm going to do it on the 1/4 inch side instead of my typical 1/2 inch. And I think this will make them slide in and out even easier. Now, just for fun, on the bottoms of my tags, I'm going to do a little more stamping. The same stamp set, Happy Snail Mail, has a smaller version of that larger little line. And what I'm going to do is do this on the bottom, front and back. And that way, when I put a little photo here or a memory here, I can jot about it here. Wouldn't these be cute to kind of doodle or sketch? If you're that kind of person that's like talented enough to do that, to just doodle or sketch something you're grateful for, or better yet, you remember back in the day when we used to take magazines and cut them apart and put things down? You could totally do that. Like if you're grateful for your home, I don't know, nowadays we can take pictures of everything, but there's something you're grateful for. You could like get a picture from anywhere and put it on here. For me, I know you're going to be like, those are too small for photos. Not for me, because what I do is I take my photos with my phone, and then I use the app called Print to Size, and I can print those pictures to any size I want, and I can make them exactly a square to fit right above this, and it'll be perfect. So again, I'm using this as a gratitude journal. One thing that would be really cute here to do is maybe put a quote, write a quote that you're reading or something that's made you think about something you're grateful for. So many ways you can use this little guy. Also, I like to see my handwriting. Not my handwriting, mine is atrocious. But when you're making a project like this, it's good to use your own handwriting. So don't shy away from that. Like you're thinking, oh, I don't want to handwrite a quote. You can print it out and cut it out, or you could just handwrite it. Because later, if you gift this to someone, or if someone receives this gratitude journal and gets to see your handwriting in it, it means a lot. So now these little guys will just live in here until I'm ready to decorate them up. So I'm going to take these out and replace them with the ones we made. See how easy that slides in when you round those corners? It really helps. All right, so let's flip through. So we've got our little places to journal. We've got our little tags, right? Now I think it's time to do our inserts. I'm not sure what I want to do here. I need to go do a little research. I've got a lot of space for some real estate to go in here. So let me do a little picking and I'll come back and we'll see what we're going to put inside these. Okay, so for these little pockets, I think I'm going to do little bookbinding inserts. So check this out. I went through the paper pack I'm using and I chose some paper that I could write on. Like I feel like I could write on this and it would show. Or that would just be cute sticking out the side. Okay, so that's the one I chose. You know I'm a sucker for plaid. All right, so let's do some scoring. Now, this is paper that when you score it too hard, it can show the white core through. It's probably going to do that. If it does, we will ink it. All right, so what you're going to do, these pieces are 4 by 7. All right, so you're going to put the 7-inch side into your scoreboard, and you're going to score at 3, and I'm scoring lightly, at 3.5, and at 4. And I tell you what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to flip it over and score the other side too, just to hopefully give it a better chance of not creasing on me, not cracking. May not help, but it might. All right, so I'm going to do all of these. Let's do another one. 3. Ooh, I went heavy on that one. 3.5 and 4. I'm going to flip it. 3, 3.5, and 4. Light hand on this photo play paper when you're scoring it. Now we're going to assemble them. And here's what I want you to do. I want you to go ahead and fold all the score lines. You don't have to necessarily crease them just yet, but I found it's easier if you go ahead and fold. Okay, so I've got them all folded. Now here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fold them in the middle on our center score line. And now I can crease them. So fold that and crease. And then what I want to do is I want to glue inside here on this score. So we've got that little 1/2 inch on either side. That's our book binding, or like what's going to be our finger pull if we're pulling this guy out. So I'm going to put some glue in here, maybe even a little closer to that edge. Then I'm going to close this guy up from the middle and glue that down. I'll show you what you get. If you ever made like a book binding card, what you're getting is like this. It's just a little book. And the reason I said you want to go ahead and fold all the lines is it makes this part easier when you are making your little books. Aren't they cute? These will be so cute to pull in and out, and then we can decorate these any old way we want. We can write on the inside, put photos on here, whatever. All right, I'm gonna do some punching. You knew I was. Love this guy, right? So I'm gonna punch with, oh, let me show you what it is. I have my thumb there. The little corner punch from Dress My Craft, one of them. And I just think this is so cute. Ooh, I slipped. So there's one corner. Look how cute that is. I'll put it under my hand so you can see it. Well, that didn't help much, but it's a cute little filigree kind of corner. And I think it'll look really good coming out of our book. Can you see that? I want you to see that. A little bit. The plaid's a little busy. All right, I also want to corner around these edges to make it easier to put these guys in and out of the book. So going back to my 1/4 inch corner rounder. And so I'm just gonna make 4 of these little guys to go in. Now let me tell you something. If you want to, you can do them this way and then do one the other way, so you have 2 different pages showing in the book. I don't know if I want to do that. I really like the plaid. I think I'm going to let all mine match, but you can do that. You can also use 4 different pages if you wanted. I just thought it'd be cute to use 1 page. Plus, this one seemed like the easiest one to write on in the paper pack. The other ones were a little too busy or a little too dark. Okay, let me show you how these go. So in here, where your tags live, are these little extra pockets. And these guys are just going to slide right in. If I did my measurements right, I hope I did. And then I'll have that hanging out to be able to pull it out. Isn't that cute? I can even come back and label it if I want to. I think that's so cute. Something different. Little bookbinding edging. Plus, I didn't have to make tabs. It kind of made its own tab. And I think that's cute. Now, it's going to hang slightly over or really close to the edge of the book itself. And I'm really okay with that. I think it's kind of cute to have some texture on the edge of the book. So let me show you. So see how they hang slightly over? I think it's cute. That doesn't bother me. If it does bother you, just trim these down by about 1/4 inch, and then they'll kind of lay in a little better. Look how cute that is already, and we haven't done any decorating. So now it is time to decorate. And I think what I want to do, because I'm real bad about using papers up where I don't want to, I'm going to go ahead and decide what I want to cover the album in itself, like just put on the album, and then we'll do some decorating. So I went into the paper pack and I found this stripy paper. I think this will be so cute to be the background, and I want to show you something. So these books are all like paper mache chipboard kind of thing. I would recommend you measure yours and cut your piece to fit versus expecting my measurements to work for everybody, because I think these kind of products are sometimes a little different when you get them. So I just cut mine very specific, and I'm going to glue this down. I love this stripy page. I'm going to put this on the front and the back. So I don't know what I'll put on the side. I may or may not decorate. I may use stickers over here or something. But this is for me, you know what I'm saying? And how much do I want to decorate it? I want it to be super cute and I want to love looking at it, but I don't know if I want to over decorate it. I also found this little cut apart, which is so cute for right here where it says Fall Memories. I thought that'd be cute, but I want to put some paper behind it, so let me cut some for back there too. So I think this leaf paper is so cute. So is the polka dot. You could add pockets. You could add all kinds of stuff here. I don't really think I need any extra pockets. I think I have plenty of pockets on the inside of this album, but if you wanted more, go for it. Like if you want to add pockets to these pages, it would be super cute. I'm just going to glue this into place, just like so. And I'm trying to cover a lot of the album. Do you see that? This album is pale in color, so I feel like when I put this in my bag, I'm probably going to beat it up, but I kind of like the look of that, you know? I could have distressed it. I could have inked it and distressed it and all that, but I decided I don't want to do that. And the reason I don't is because I want it to kind of get worn out on its own. Like I want to just kind of wear it out using it, and I hope that I will. I hope I will just write in it every single day. I'm real bad about that. I'm real bad about setting goals for myself like that and then not doing it. But the cool thing is about this little album, there's no dates. I didn't say 30 days of. I just made myself a little bullet journal. You could sit this by your bed, maybe stand it up like that by your bed and pick it up at night. Oh, so cute. All right, let's decorate in here. And I think what I may do is, rather than, a lot of times, you know, I'll cut strips and put right here, but this is a brand new paper pack for me that I think I can get 2 or 3 projects out of. I think rather I'm going to use stickers in here. One reason is because, let me show you the stickers. Vince brought in extra pages of the stickers, which he doesn't always do that, or he can't always do that. And so since I have extra stickers, I'd rather use a lot of these than cut up my paper into little pieces. So let's run through and see what we can do. I think probably for you guys, you're going to get some music and get to watch me work here. Okay, let's talk about the front cover. I found this piece that I think is perfect for the front cover. Thankful, grateful, and blessed. I definitely have to put something between the two so you can see it. And I'm trying to decide if I want to put a closure on it. Here's the thing. I don't think I was going to wrap a piece around, put a magnet, blah, blah, blah. I don't think this is going to be used like that. I really think this is going to be personal for me. So I don't think I'm going to put a closure on it. Just look how cute it is. So simple, so easy. So I think I'm going to let the front be simple and easy. So what I want to do is find a piece that I can put around here to make this really pop. So I cut this dark brown piece, and I wanted a lot to show because I feel like on the stripe, it really needs it. Isn't that pretty? Let's do some decorations to the corner. I may mess up here. Let's see. What I'm going to do, I want to punch this with this little frilly corner punch. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's perfect. Look at that. That looks perfect. I was afraid it would be too far in, but it works great. So I'm going to do that there. And I'm thinking I might do the same punch on this guy just to kind of frilly it up a little bit. So see how these little albums are so cool, and there's like a bazillion things you can do with them. You can make them photo albums. Photo a day albums would be really cute. I think they'd be great for, like, if you're a December daily girl or guy, if you like to make December dailies, I think they'd be super cute for that. See, look how cute that is together. The question is, do I pop it up? The reason I think I don't pop it up is because if I put this in my bag, but the reason I think I do pop it up is because I think it'll be prettier. Let's pop it up. We'll do a little of both. We'll pop this onto here and then glue it straight down. So there it is, my little bullet journal, gratitude journal. And this one is gonna be different, like I said, from my one that I made that's like an all-time journal. This one's gonna be for this season. I think this is kind of cool. And because these are so affordable and so quick and easy to do, and they don't use much of your cardstock, although it looks like it might, they don't. These would be great to make seasonally for yourselves. Leaving some blank space to add things. Maybe you get a card in the mail, you wanna cut something out and put in here. Maybe you go shopping and get a receipt from something. Maybe you're buying a gift from somebody for somebody and you're grateful to be able to buy that gift and you want to put the receipt in the book or something. Who knows? Think of anything. Maybe you go somewhere with somebody and have like the ticket or something you want to put in. But look how cute. And I did not add ribbon yet. I probably will, but I'm going to let this one kind of go with me over time. Don't forget we have our little book inserts that we can add so much stuff to. Won't that be so cute? I think this is cute. I think you could do this without doing it fall themed and somebody could use it for the whole year. Wouldn't that be cute? These little books are so cool. You could do baby's first year in this book. You can do 12 years of school in this book. You can do 12 days of Christmas. You can do December daily. You name it, these little books will do it, and I love them. So I hope you enjoyed this little video. It wasn't a super detailed project, but sometimes you just need that, and sometimes you just want to make something that you can use, and this I'm real happy with. I've already got stuff I want to write inside of it. Like, I'm grateful for crafting because sometimes you just need to craft when you're not having the best day, when you need to sit down and think about something besides everything else you're thinking about. This is the thing to do, right? Craft. All right, guys, I want to see your little books. If you've made these books in any style, share it with us over on our customer gallery. We love to see what you guys are doing, and these have been very popular. You guys have just bought these off the shelf like crazy. So be sure to share those in our customer gallery at maymaymadeit.com. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm always supposed to ask you that in the beginning of the video, but I always forget. So don't forget to subscribe. Hit the little red button. It's free. Click the little bell. Let everybody know that you want to know when my videos go up, and hopefully you'll get a notification every time we load one from YouTube. Thanks so much for being here today, guys, and until next time, bye now.